Welcome to your beginner's guide to pre-painted D&D miniatures. The new edition of D&D has come out, and despite not being specifically geared towards miniatures, a lot of people are interested in trying out one of the grid-based systems used in the game. Pre-painted miniatures are the first step for most players and collectors. For new products, you really only have two options: the pre-painted miniatures for D&D and Pathfinder. Both of those official lines are being produced by WizKids, so there's a lot of similarities between them. There's also the Hasbro Wizards of the Coast miniatures, and those are a little bit different. They're the older sets. They're a little bit rubbery and tough, so they're very difficult to break, which is good. Now, the first runs of the Pathfinder miniatures, I personally had some issues with some easily broken, brittle plastic parts, and newer lines don't seem to have this issue as much. But you should really consider buying an inexpensive carrying case. I got a large case at Target on sale for less than $9 that was originally meant to be some sort of hardware parts. And you can also get things like fishing tackle boxes and craft boxes at your local stores. Pretty much anything that has plastic cases where there's little compartments are good for miniatures. There are some new releases that are pretty much the same as some of the old releases from the old Wizards line. And the new offerings are actually starting to really shape up and get even with the quality of the old D&D line. For example, check out this large-style modern beholder compared to the older huge model. It's certainly not a step backwards in regards to quality, and it's clearly a lot larger than the normal beholder that was originally released. Now, the main thing that you're going to figure out very quickly is that miniatures are very, very expensive, and that's because minis like this are expensive to produce, and also the D&D miniatures and the Pathfinder miniatures never really got away from the blind box system. So basically, you just buy blind boxes from a set, and you're not really guaranteed which miniature you're going to get in it. You're going to get 4 miniatures. Usually it's 1 large miniature and 3 small or medium miniatures. And it is interesting to note that the Pathfinder line and past D&D lines have had releases which shows what minis are included. Most useful, I think, is the Pathfinder Iconic Heroes line, where you can actually see 4 kind of PC-type miniatures where you'll be able to see exactly what you're getting. But because of the blind box system, there's now a secondary market. And what happens is people on eBay and online stores will just buy miniatures and then sell them off individually. And this is where you sometimes get why like a Pathfinder barrel will have a price tag of $4 to $14 on some sites, simply because it's a rare miniature. So, depending on how you're going to be purchasing your minis, whether you're going to try your luck with the blind box system or whether you're going to buy them individually, it might actually be cheaper to see what you get by buying a brick of the blind boxes rather than trying to purchase them all individually, just because the rares are so very, very expensive in the secondary market right now. But when buying miniatures online, you can either go through eBay and see if anybody is selling some for a price you're willing to pay. But in my opinion, the 3 best online stores for purchasing pre-painted miniatures shipping in the US are miniaturemarket.com, Cool Stuff and Company, and Augie's Game Store. And you can see the links below. So for buying strategy, I would suggest starting out your collection by finding the best prices for the sets at any one of those online dealers, and then consider maybe picking up one of the Pathfinder Iconic Hero sets to guarantee you're going to get some PC-type miniatures. If you're a Dungeon Master or a GM, you will have to consider which monster types you'll get the most use out of, and what sets have the best setting for you to get miniatures from. For those of you concerned with expense, which is a big thing because pre-painted miniatures are very, very expensive. I will be doing more videos in the future about getting inexpensive pre-painted miniatures acceptable for D&D and Pathfinder and Warhammer 2nd Edition, games like that. There's a lot of places where you can get other pre-painted miniatures that work very well with D&D miniatures. So if you're interested in videos like that, please leave a comment telling me. Also, this is YouTube, so you have to subscribe and like, or else nobody will see these videos, and I'll be doing them in vain. In vain, I say! Thank you for watching the video, and farewell, travelers!